Bank of Ghana governor no or the report bi aba na etiefo ohwe report ni mu ne nsem a oka e wo report ni mu na eni ya yenyan na yebeka safa nsem no some of the things he said in the report were extremely technical, okay, but bibia ehu hia no meboso atrel na asem ne tentene ne tietie mu ne se Bank of Ghana ebo aban busia na yade bia and you see it's quite interesting yade bia NDC for edinkan erezi adongo edinkan rezi say aban busia wo boy ni na no osanso ko boy busia e wo Bank of Ghana ho ne kasa aban abo busia wo Bank of Ghana ho asabe Bank of Ghana won keep Ghana for sika ono de oye regulatory body wo hwe banks enti in financial term, yakasa Bank of Ghana abo Ghana ban bosia. It simply means Bank of Ghana no apprentice sika ama Ghana ban. Into he sika yenya ya COVID time ni na anso yan ene yesanso call Bank of Ghana say wo mon print sika man. Sa time kai NDC for FA sika na ya print ya throw date also say 2022. Ana sami jemfi mukita say sike ni bi kwase President Akufo Addo print sika fufuro because date no ya throw also 2022 ne nyama MPP for say da bi da enye no kware enye IMF eno mo bae ebe expose no kware na nka Ghana for still yenim ende Bank of Ghana boss no eden krata bi aba betuja na krata na tentene ni tieti mu ne say sika na wo mo print ma aban no nka ye bosia e wo say aban wo ye den otua back. And the President Akufo Addo aban say sika no ontia half ontia efa nti efa ahye efa na ahye no what is it going to do, what is the meaning ye be konsem ni mu na ensem bi say no eba eya na mepese expert a wo moti ase yie na e wo say eba ebe tretre nsem mu emai because some of the terms no are extremely technical. Baby a metumi atra ase no metra ase baby a menti ase no mema ma tese menti ase but the most important part eye aban a wo tre se ontua 50% of sa abosia no eno na ye be stress e wo so now wo hwe enkrata na wo say reduction in the common equity tier 1 capital ratio 5.5% from 6.5% and an increase in the maximum tier 2 capital ratio to 3.0% from 2.0% of total risk-weighted assets. However, banks were directed to restore their minimum paid-up capital by December 2025 to address any capital shortfalls arising solely from derecognition losses associated with the DDEP. In addition to these measures, the bank committed to monitor developments in the sector and to deploy regulatory and supervisory tools to mitigate any potential DDEP risks. Into wakasa about domestic debt exchange programs and rate and bisa capital ratio rate and then the Now I say overall, total assets of the banking industry grew by 22.9% to 220.90 billion Ghana cedis, mainly funded by growth in deposits. Asset quality improved marginally to 15.1% in 2022, reflecting a strong pickup in credit growth, which outpaced the growth in the non-performing loan stock. Liquidity indicators remained sound, with broad and core liquidity measures surpassing historical averages. The industry's capital adequacy ratio stood at 16.6% at end December 2022. The bank also strengthened regulation and supervision of banks and enhanced its online regulatory analytics surveillance systems. Wakasa about the Bank of Ghana, ema banking sector no, some growth in the banking sector last year, and in last year reports, but now the third paragraph na kono na assembly ni na ejinante mesre tieniye na tieniye. I say the Bank of Ghana incurred ahase na mepesa oshanin so. In the Bank of Ghana no si oboka. It was said the Bank of Ghana incurred a significant loss in 2022, largely as a result of the domestic debt exchange program. Within Kayaka, the Bank of Ghana no Omo ka na eka no enye eka ketwa. Obi ka se bibi ye significant atrese ade na enye eka ketwa. Bank of Ghana boka 2022 due to domestic debt exchange program no. Also, the central bank's holdings of government debt were restructured. Naturally say, senior restructuring a course no, and also affected Bank of Ghana. Also, non-marketable holdings of Government of Ghana instruments, including long-term stocks, a COVID-19 bond, and overdraft, were subjected to a 50% haircut. Bank of Ghana's other claims, holdings of marketable instruments were exchanged under similar terms as other financial institutions under the domestic debt exchange program. This led to an impairment of 48.40 billion Ghana cedis in 2022. At the same time, the bank incurred re-evaluation losses on its foreign assets and liabilities due to exchange rate depreciation. The impairment and re-evaluation losses led to a negative equity position of 55.12 billion for 2022. The negative equity position was not the result of the suboptimal policy decisions, but emanated from the restructuring of government debt and adverse market movement. This negative equity does not imply loss of policy effectiveness and is expected to correct as the economy recovers and foreign reserves build up. Central bank financial independence is key to its effectiveness. The Bank of Ghana will therefore put in place policy measures to restore the equity of the bank, including retention of profits to rebuild capital, optimization of the bank's investment portfolio, and operating costs mixed to bolster efficiency, and an assessment of the potential need for recapitalization support by the government in the medium term. Uti nsemo a oka nsemo a yeka ni nana se Bank of Ghana no ose 1 eka wo boy eka bubru eka wo boy first domestic debt exchange program no omudinkan eboka efremu because omusika ose the central bank's holding of government debt were restructured. In the central bank, the government debt, abayin di omoka no, abayin restructure no. Non-marketable holdings of Government of Ghana instruments, including long-term stocks, a COVID-19 bond, and overdraft, were subjected to a 50% haircut. Now you can't overdraft her. Omo eti finance and a bank na se no overdraft no. It simply means overdraft simply means event saying bosia. Inti ya na bi mo friend overdraft loan. You can't overdraft her. Simply bosia. O check definition of overdraft. Or say an overdraft lets you lets you borrow money through your current account by taking out more money than you have in the account, and then you find the overdraft. Inti yemfa ne say MTN loan uni sika sa ewo account mu no o bobosua a esin sika na ewo account mu no overdraft ene efe overdraft. Inti aban bosua wo boy 2022 ye kasa aban abobosua free Bank of my explaining trail ye kasa aban abobosua free Bank of Ghana ho Bank of Ghana won keep sika. It is what to say abaya bobusu free no na say abaya print Bank of Ghana print sika ma aban na 77 billion 50% off. Tenda me no ka say aban entia about 48 billion. No, 50 of 77 then what was it? Well, let me check the actual figure. Half of 77 billion, it's half of 77 billion you're saying. Half no 77 billion no half and then saa sika na ye print ma aban no aban osi wontua ontumi ntua. It's Bank of Ghana atro as omo recording no as loss. Na asemo a memeka na simple. NDC for ba nipa ba ko a e wo se wo man omoni kone so because NDC for say any buy ebechi we have to ebechi nipa ba kwa me pese NDC for mo ni kone so say our current Bank of Ghana boss yi me who Bank of Ghana boss anyway but assembly ni na no send your make no some of the things are technical but baby I betumi atre mu atre no eho e na ma atre mu o hwe na say still one tia ase dia at least I tried my best. Won't share my comment box ni mo me da ase.